we've got the Boston Celtics and the Denver Nuggets. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And, of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
BA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
Here's Murray. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
So much passion from Murray on that play. I mean, he comes up against solid defense, but he just wants it more.
Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, what you really like about Porzingis going end-to-end, he does it under control, right? This guy is 7 feet and masterful in space.
Gordon outside. Pass to Murray. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter.
Skilled finish by Murray. He can score inside and outside, really anywhere on the court.
Tatum with it. From beyond the arc, and then some.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Murray. The shot off that time. Some solid defense from Holiday. Back to Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
I love that Jason Tatum not settling for a jumper. He goes to the rim with authority.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Brown. From deep. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Doris, even as he gets up there in age, Jrue Holiday is still an elite defender.
Brian, it's really remarkable how valuable a piece he is. They call him the Swiss Army knife because he is one of those rare individuals that can guard all 5 positions. He understands schemes. He's willing to mix things up. Jrue Holiday is elite, period.
Here's Murray, following the bucket by the Celtics. 4 on the clock. And no good. The dry spell continues. Boston leading by 5. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them. And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you got something.
Well, it's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. Here's White. And a nice finish on the layup.
Oh, that is impressive stuff from Derek White. Defender in his grill, no problem.
And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Celtics substitution.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Horford. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Assisted by.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Here's Hauser. Misses the 3. Nuggets trail by 11. And here's Gordon from the arc. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter.
I love that Aaron Gordon goes right up with it. He's got really good instincts for knowing when to catch and shoot.
Pritchard gets it to go.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Petty play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A., it's all working. For Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
And it's Shireman missing. 34 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Murray. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, just forcing his way to the rim. Murray knew his fate going in there and got rewarded with a foul.
Boston making a switch here. And Murray drops them both.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Hauser. No good from outside. Here's Brown. The Nuggets with another miss. Just 3 on the clock. And the layup is up and in.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Boston out in front. They're up by 8. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Here's Tatum. Oh, Jokic with a block.
Oh, look at Jokic using those long arms, managing to get his hand on the ball and knock it away.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Here's Hauser. Gordon pulls it in.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A., because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
Nuggets trail by 6. An open look for Porter. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Porter's got 4 points in the quarter.
Certainly not the best look, but I admire the confidence to let it fly.
Here's Craig. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his second.
He'll go on Michael Porter. Boston shooting their initial free throws of the game here. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
And Tatum's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Outside Holiday. Beyond the arc. Chanchar with a rebound. The Nuggets trail. Pass to Strawther. Here's Chanchar. Here's Westbrook. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Right side Tatum. Inside. Porzingis. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
That's what you call using your size in the painted area. Kristaps Porzingis, easy work right there.
Doris, think about Russell Westbrook's career. All-time NBA leader in triple-doubles.
BA, there is so much to admire about Russell Westbrook, but I'm going to begin with something that I think is undervalued, and that's his willingness as a great player to play hard. Every single night on both ends of the floor. Tough, competitive, and skilled. He's a Hall of Famer. What we know unequivocally is the best players being your hardest workers, the guys who want to be held accountable, make such an impact on your program, and that is Russell Westbrook to a T.
Here's Tatum. Oh, look out! Tatum takes off!
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was that?
Come on, man.
Help! Someone rotate over and challenge. Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
Tatum on the drive. Doris, it seems like every year Tatum's name is right atop the MVP ballot.
To me, Brian, it speaks not only to his talent, but also his consistency and the work ethic. The game is important to him. He's versatile. He's clutch. He's everything you want in a star player.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Nuggets trail by 7.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
The funny thing is, if that doesn't get you benched, I have no idea what would.
A moment to hear from LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept breached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. Here's Westbrook. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
Well, operating near the rim has always been a strength of Russell Westbrook. All the physical gifts come to bear.
Brown, no good.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
Offensive board. Good on the shot. Now just a 2-point Celtic lead.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Pass to Strother. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. So it's Boston now. Here's White. And the ball out of play. The Nuggets will have it. Boston making a switch here.
Substitution. Number 30, Sam Hauser. Boston foul.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one.
His first personal foul.
That one's off.
Team foul. At the line for Denver. Russell.
Good on the second one. The Celtics with the lead. On the wing, Holiday. He's scoreless. Back to White. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. They'll pin that one on DeAndre Jordan.
Exactly what good offensive players do. Lean into that defender. A level of physicality puts you at the free throw line.
Good on both. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Here's Westbrook. Over Holiday. Westbrook with the miss. Left side, Brown. Pass to Holiday. And he gets it to go off the front iron. And the Celtics lead by 5. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Celtics out in front. They're up by 5. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Here's Tatum. Oh, and it's Tatum finishing it off inside.
Well, you see the effectiveness of Jason Tatum in close. Don't sleep on both his strength and his length.
And Westbrook draws the double. Jordan with the bucket. Jordan's got his first points of the game.
You have to be accurate there. Very little room for error passing on the interior.
Here's Porzingis. Oh, Porzingis getting it done inside.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Nuggets trail by 5. Here's Jordan. Count it.
Well, you're allowing DeAndre Jordan to get comfortable. This guy is so efficient as a scorer.
Takes the 3. They get it again. Porzingis, high post. To the middle. Here's Brown. And the jam by Brown.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. So it's Denver now. Westbrook into the lane. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
A swat by Porzingis. That wingspan letting you know he's in the house.
Jaylen Brown.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the three in transition.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Westbrook right side. Over Holiday. 6 to shoot. Pass to Chanchar. Back to Jordan. Here's Watson. Knocks down the long J. Watson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, for a big man, DeAndre Jordan has such soft touch on his passes.
Here's Holiday. Ooh, rejected by Jordan. And he recovers it. And the basket by Holiday. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Westbrook. Rebound Boston. They've led by as many as 11. Here's Brown. Man, Brown just showing his toughness inside.
Yeah, Brown just doing a great job getting after it, mixing it up on the window.
Westbrook drawing the double. The three. Strawther no good. Boston leading by 9. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall. And he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Checking for the Celtics, Al Horford, Sam Hauser.
1:36 left in the third quarter. And they pick up 2.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
The officials were right on top of that one.
First team
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
at the line for your Nuggets, Russell Westbrook. Taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both. Boston leading by 11. Holiday with the ball. Guarded now by Watson. The shot by Holiday, no good.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to...
Oh, yes, he did!
That's incredible!
Wow! Launches it from deep. And it's Jordan with the rebound. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter here. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. 46 seconds left in the third. Pritchard gets it to go.
Well, this is an example of the court awareness we talk about with Al Horford. This guy's a very willing passer.
Westbrook. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford.
Substitution on the court.
36 seconds left in the third. And again, it's Denver missing. Boston leading by 10. Here's Hauser. No good on the three. And so Porter will bring it up for Denver. The half-court heave is off target. Here's Hauser. Here's the three. Brown grabs the board. 2 on the clock. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Defensive foul.
And that one misses. And so it's Boston up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint.
47.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. Boston leading by 8. Out to the right wing. Here's Hauser. He buries it from 3.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
First team foul.
Horford with a steal.
You know, anticipation is a huge part of defense, and he played it perfectly right there.
Shot is up. Hauser can't get it to go. Knocked loose. Now the Celtics on the move. Rebound by the Nuggets. Now Jokic. Pass to Porter. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic.
Smart play there by Porter. Working his way inside to find a reliable close-range look.
Here's Gordon. And the shot's good.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Hauser, that's good.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Murray is doubled. Gordon outside. From deep, Jokic fires in the triple. Jokic has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now, keep the intensity on them, leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
You know, one thing you got to love about Jrue Holiday is he's a true two-way player in this league. He puts in a lot of work to make a big impact on both sides of the floor.
Tatum from long range. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Nuggets trail by 7. Pass to Murray. And here's Gordon. Launches the three. Porzingis grabs the board.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
What a weapon the three has become for Jason Tatum. Look out.
Looking to end this cold spell. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Here's Tatum. And the Celtics tack on 2 more. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Celtics.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Pass to Murray. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And he's just slippery down there. I mean, Jokic makes gaining position look so easy.
Porzingis for 3. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Nuggets trail by 10. Murray deciding where to go with it. Here's Gordon. Now here's Jokic. From deep three-point land. Holiday grabs the miss. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. White for three. Kick out to Brown. Outside Porzingis. 5 on the clock. Rebounded by Denver. 1:10 left in the fourth.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Celtics.
And it seemed like steals ended up making the difference in this game.
No question. Their ability to force mistakes and turn them into points gave them an upper hand tonight.
And what a huge performance it was for Jason Tatum.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title, but Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume. And trying to cut into this deficit, tough to leave any points on the table.
There's the three. Hauser can't get it to go. Outside Porter. Back to Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
The full court prayer falls off target. Jokic, no good. And there's the foul. It's on Michael Porter. That's his third foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Checking in for the Celtics.
Here's Pritchard.
Xavier Tillman.
No good on the quick three. So we see the Celtics get the win here. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a
we've got the Boston Celtics taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline.
Here we go.
And it's the Celtics to start out. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Outside White. Lots of room. And that one goes long.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. Coach said they want to force Jason Tatum to uncomfortable spots on the floor. Now, they recognize those spots are few and far between, but Coach wants to keep Tatum out of the paint specifically. If his team can do that and force Tatum to shoot more from outside, they feel relatively good about their chances. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Pass to LeBron. Can't get it to fall. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Holiday really is a soft-spoken guy on and off the court. Leads by example, is extremely reliable and talented, and his teammates have great respect for him because of it.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Doncic. Porzingis with the rebound. Outside Tatum. Pass to White. Outside Holiday. Boston again missing. Doncic with it. He's picked up by White. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Clark, it's hard to compare Luka Doncic to any other player we've seen before.
I would certainly agree with that. Ditto to that, Kevin, because he is unique. His pace is never hurried. He never gets rattled. He complains to officials a little bit more than I like to see, but he's strong. He's got great touch and feel, and he scores at all 3 levels, and he's a brilliant passer. Luka Doncic is a do-it-all player. I mean, he does everything for this team, including being a walking triple-double threat on a game-by-game basis.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Timeout.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Reeves outside. Pass to Doncic. He's with it. And Tatum pulls it down. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
The athletic prowess of Tatum on full display. What a move to the bucket.
Here's Doncic. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. And they pick up 2.
Working to get the high percentage bucket. Nicely done that time by Brown.
Back to Doncic. The 3 gets it to go from beyond the arc. Doncic has got 7 points. 6 changes of the lead here.
Both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Here's Holiday. Doncic with the steal. Fast break, the Lakers. Here's Hayes. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Jason Tatum did not like that one.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Holiday, no one around him. No good on the 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Outside, James. The shape. Here's Hayes. And Boston with the rebound. Great D that time from Tatum.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Chalk up 2 there.
Well, he's like an eel slipping into the paint. Drew Holiday glides past the other guys and gets himself right to the bucket.
The kick out to Tatum. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Los Angeles on top, leading by just 2. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Los Angeles.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
From deep, Reeves. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Clark, what is it about Austin Reeves' style of play that makes him such a good scorer?
I love the fact that he can change pace with the dribble. You know, he's not super fast, but he's not slow either. What he is shifty and smart. He's got good size, good ball skills, and he's got a nice mid-range jumper. All of that allows him to keep defenders off balance.
The Celtics working the ball around now. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a 3-point play. Both teams will make substitutions. Austin shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Reeves with it, and it's Horford picking him up.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Jacks up a three. A shot by Pritchard, no good. And it's Connect in the corner. Offline with his three. Tatum down low. He's got 5. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Tatum's got the lead up to 3 now for the Celtics. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. The Celtics making a switch here. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Inside, Finney-Smith. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Good work from Finney-Smith down low, putting his size and reach to good use.
Tatum's shot is off. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Hachimura. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, really strong offensive thrust there, but then how about the defense able to negate that attack?
Yeah, doing exactly what he had to do right there to make sure he wasn't going to get flushed on or Instagram.
One thing about the Lakers, Clark, over the last couple seasons, they get themselves to the free throw line.
Yeah, and a lot of that is due to the fact they've got some real creators in their lineup, guys who can attack off the dribble at multiple positions from multiple angles, and that creates pressure for the defense.
And he comes up with the deuce. Holiday's got 5 points so far.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
The offensive rebound. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, you look at Porzingis, guys, and he's capable of scoring from anywhere. I mean, this guy's versatility really impressive.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Pritchard. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Celtics lead by 3.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Boy, this is why me and so many others are high on Doncic. I mean, he's got the ability to fight through challenges that defenses present.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. Glad they're still together. The Celtics working the ball around now. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
Defenses struggle with Porzingis in the paint. I mean, he's able to shoot right over most defenders.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. Porzingis with the rebound. Here's Boston now. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pick by Horford. Outside Holiday. Drops in the tray. Holiday's got 8 points.
You know, he's often the setup guy, but Holiday gives you just as much, maybe even more, as a terrific finisher.
Outside White. Back to Holiday. Screen by Porzingis. And the Celtics another three.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Drew Holiday has been on display for Boston. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And here is Doncic, and that's collected by Drew Holiday. Over in the corner, White shoots over Doncic. Drew Holiday again. Holiday's got the lead up to 6 now for the Celtics.
Well, I just love the quiet confidence that Holiday plays with, particularly as it relates to his ability to score. He's just flat out taking over right now.
The kick out to Holiday. White wide open. He fires. A three-pointer, no good. Here's James. It's hauled in by Brown. Celtics leading by 4. Here's Tatum. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Rui Hachimura hits one up.
And you watch Jason Tatum year to year. He is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
And that one falls for Tatum.
A young man who has an appetite for greatness, always pushing himself as Jason Tatum.
And so Tatum nails them both. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Luka taking it in. Porzingis with the block.
Hey, with that length, Porzingis is always a threat to block shots. I mean, when he matches that length with really good energy and awareness, he can be a good defender.
Lakers trail by 6. Puts up a 3. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Lets the 3 fly. To the paint. The kick out to Holiday. Again, the miss by the Celtics. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Well, you know, defensively, you try to keep LeBron out of the lane, but then he drops that on you.
Holiday. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Holiday's got 4 points this quarter.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Doncic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is on Holiday.
Look, I know he runs the point, but boy, can Doncic go to work inside.
Both shots good from the stripe. Celtics leading by 3. Doncic with the steal. In the corner, it's James. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. And the Celtics with possession here. Knocks it loose. And stolen by James. James on the drive. And the dunk by James.
LeBron James, power and athleticism on full display with the jam.
Brown outside. No good with the triple. James outside. Here's Hayes. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Hayes has got 6. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Teams changing it up here. Here's Brown. Outside Tatum. All alone. And he hits the jumper for 2. 11 points for Jason Tatum.
Well, I like how Tatum had his hands up and ready to go on that catch and shoot. Well done.
Doncic outside. Off target from outside.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Down low. Pass to Pritchard. LeBron with some nice D. The Lakers trail. We passed year 20 for LeBron James. Clark, how is he still doing this?
Well, I'd love to find out, but he's got a combination of remarkable DNA and obviously a tremendous work ethic and attention to detail and taking care of his body. But some of it it's a blend of good fortune and a lot of hard work. But he's played at a level at his age that I never thought I'd see in basketball. It's different in other sports, but to do what he's doing on the court is amazing. With deep range and a wide arsenal of moves, Holiday keeps defenders off balance.
Here's James. Back to Reeves. The Lakers moving the ball around. Doncic, no good. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. That free throw good from Porzingis.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
What impresses me most about Porzingis is how versatile he is. I love that about a big man who does a little bit of everything.
Celtics leading by 4. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the third. Taken away by Hayes. From deep LeBron. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. Crops in the layup for 2. Porzingis has got the lead up to 6 now for the Celtics.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
To the inside. And so it's the Boston Celtics with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll return shortly. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And the call will be against Gabe Vincent. That's foul number 2 for him.
His second personal foul. First team foul.
Celtics leading by 6. Tatum with it. Outside, Horford. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Over in the corner, Vincent. Back to Hachimura. And a miss there on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Back to Tatum. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Finney-Smith. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Finney-Smith's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Lakers. Here's Tatum. Pass to Hauser. The 3-ball. It's hauled in by Doncic. Lakers trailed by 4. Fires the 3. That shot is off. Here's Pritchard to the middle. Here's Cornette. Drills the 3-pointer.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Doncic fires from way outside. The long-distance 3 is buried.
Luka won't take 3-pointers laying down. He's coming right back at you with the answer.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Both teams deciding to change it up. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Listened in on what Joe Mazzulla told his team. Now he wants his team to stop playing it safe. He said, we've got this lead by doing what we do, and we can keep it if we don't get too cautious. Play our game. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Misses in close. Celtics leading by 4. To the paint. Here's Horford. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Well, it's so hard to stop Horford when he's that physical down low. Most defenders have a tough time dealing with him.
The 3 for Doncic. Horford with the rebound.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the 3s.
Here's Connect. Again, the miss by the Lakers. Tatum with it. And Hachimura picks him up defensively. Here's Hauser. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. And now it's a 9-point Celtic lead.
And Tatum knows how to find his guys in their spots now. A solid passer at his position.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Throws it up high. Connect. No good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Look at Luka playing hard, which is always the way he goes. It's a foul, but he keeps pushing and takes his shot, playing through contact.
So both teams making some changes here.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Brown, no good. Lakers trailed by 8. Doncic with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Outside Holiday. Down low.
Tell you what, like with most players, when Doncic is aggressive on defense, it makes a difference and causes his coaches to smile.
Hachimura, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Porzingis. The Celtics working the ball around now. Outside Tatum. Clock at 6. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the Celtics. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 9.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position. And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Pass to Brown. Left side, Porzingis puts up a 3. And here's Tatum for 3. The Lakers with the rebound.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so the Celtics now can just hold on to the ball. Here's Brown. The layup off target. A nice shot by Doncic. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try to extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
And the Lakers call time here. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for